Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Board Explorer. This is the lovely Julia. Hello, lovely Julia.
Hello, lovely Richard.
We're on a walk suggested by one of my viewers. Actually, he suggested it in a comment, but he doesn't know we're actually doing the walk.
Cool.
So we did a walk. I did a walk the other day, and he made a comment about the bluebells, and he said, I like bluebells, but I prefer crocuses. And he said, the old Cinder Path. I used to walk from Clayton Tunnel, which was where we've started,
Yep.
and up to Hassocks. And he said it's a nice little walk, and there's plenty of crocuses. So we thought we'll go and investigate.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Find
plan.
out where to find a patch of crocuses for next year.
So this is the old Cinder's Path, called, I guess, because in the days of steam trains, cinders would have blown over from the railway, which this is going parallel to.
I've heard about the Cinder Path, but I've not been on it before. So
I imagine many
nice.
paths are called cinder
True,
paths because
true.
of the nature of the steam trains.
But relating to
Yeah.
local area. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. There's a feast of colours in here. It's somebody's garden, I know, but I did see a load of colours. Anyway, we ought to continue on Ivar.
Continue.
Slight major panic for a moment there. As we moved on, I lost the foam on my microphone, and that does a good job of not only keeping the wind out, but looking impressive. Anyway,
Thankfully, the pup that was behind us
yes.
didn't grab it and run off with it.
Anyway, we did pause, and I think this is where it fell off. By a stump of a tree.
Yeah, there's an old pollarded tree that's just pollarded just above the fence line. But yeah, it's grown through the fence, so it looks there's an effect that looks like a fir cone, a big fir cone on the side of this tree.
Absolutely stunning how a tree, even though it meets the obstacle of a mesh fence.
An unmoving force.
Hang on, here's a train coming through. Look. Two trains we've spotted. So, hence the name, the Cinder Track. Yeah, no, I was absolutely impressed with the way the tree just oozed through like it was clay.
I'm just wondering if it's still called inosculation when it grows into and through and round an object.
Is
The
it?
tree. I know it is when two branches or two trees two immovable objects meet like that and grow into and around each other, and they can look like they're
Okay.
almost the same tree in some cases.
Wow.
Or dancing
What's the word?
partners. Inosculation.
There's a word to put in your dictionary, your personal, ordinary dictionary.
I may not be pronouncing it correctly, but
No, it's a great word. If we look behind us, we can see the South Downs stretching away, and in the distance there's the lovely Clayton Mills, the Jack and Jill Mills, just up there, which is lovely to see. Now, we're not going to stay on this track for too long, because we're going to actually go round, and the plan is to end up at Clayton Church, so we'll do a bit more strolling. Passing a bit of woodland now on our left, and if I looked at the map I'd be able to tell you what the name is, but
offhand we don't know.
no, it's on my phone, the map of our route. Anyway,
We've seen lots of interesting little things though, haven't we?
yeah, I mean it's still looking at what spring is in the air.
It absolutely is.
So what have we
definitely
seen?
more so than a few weeks ago when I was first seeing glimpses. Oh yeah, we've seen sphagnum moss, which obviously isn't necessarily spring, but we've seen.
No, it's nice that we can actually recognise it and now know what these things are called.
How do you pronounce it anyway? Is it sphagnum or spagnum?
Sphagnum moss.
Sphagnum, I don't know.
We've been looking at buds of blackthorn.
Oh yes, blackthorn, which we thought last time we were walking, we thought was a hawthorn, but actually I think it's just a blackthorn that's delayed.
Hasn't come out in its blossom.
It's ready to. It just needs to be slightly warmer because it's an exposed area. But we've also seen elder.
Oh yes, and this is one of the things I wanted to show people in a previous video.
Yes.
But where I was, they just weren't. The leaves of the elder weren't just not coming out.
No, but now they're actually springing forth. Yay!
Yeah. So it's...
Of course, yesterday, as the day of filming, was spring equinox, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I may be wrong.
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't it today, the 21st?
Oh, yeah.
So we're filming on the 21st.
I'm really bad with dates.
Filming on the 21st. So this will probably go out the following day.
Yeah.
There's some hazel catkins which are all disappearing, and then just next to it the buds which are slowly opening here, which will eventually be hazelnuts, of course.
Wow.
So that's all, it's great because you can that's what I love about the seasons. You can just keep watching these things grow and develop and change. And we keep seeing trains. Yes,
there's plenty of trains, and we've seen a lot of people as well, actually. It's quite a popular route, isn't it?
And are we coming up to our first crocuses? Ooh. Are these crocuses or are... No, wait a minute.
They're not.
These aren't crocuses, but these are... I should know these. It's going to come to me in a minute. They're not marigolds, they're...
They could be marigolds, actually.
Are they marigolds?
I think they could be, but I'm not confident enough to say, yes, they are.
Over the stile, as you saw, and suddenly everything changes. We're going past some coppice woodland that we were. The other side of it looks like there's nothing really to stop you just wandering in and having a look.
Yeah.
So we might have to come back a little later in the spring to see.
It'd be fabulous to see all the different sections and the age and the routine. But this is interesting.
My goodness, look at this.
Because this is hazel coppice as well, isn't it, that they're using to make this weaved fence?
Yeah, so, I know sometimes you get a bit funny about trees being cut down.
I know, I do find it hard, and I know it's silly, but I can't help it. I do love seeing the results like this.
Yeah.
This is a lasting thing, then it's biodegradable. If humans no longer needed it, it would decay quite rapidly and not be a problem anymore.
And what a lovely to see such traditional workmanship
absolutely.
Going on here.
I love the slightly shiny bark on the hazel. It's a nice effect.
The sun has come out a bit more. It's a funny old cloudy day. We've crossed this large area here, these fields with sheep in them, and a rather posh now house behind us,
yes.
Which is a modern build. Looks like two old farm buildings. I mean, it's been done very aesthetically, I think. Which is very nice.
What's the word? Sympathetic.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah. And we're going to head back. Not head back. We're sort of halfway through our journey now, I think. And then we should get up to Clayton shortly, and we're kind of getting in the lee of the hills, which are just in front of us. Got to cross the main busy road. Lovely old house we saw back there.
Oh, beautiful! The wood framed and
timber framed house with that pond.
Yeah.
Just
that old classic yellowy kind of mustardy colour as well.
Yeah, and with a central chimney in the top there, which tells you it must be old, and then that the rooms are lit by hearths in the centre of the room, radiating out. Brilliant concept.
Stunning, and set in such a beautiful little landscape as well.
Oh, the thing is, you see that, you just get immensely jealous how some people can live. But never mind, we carry on. we cross the road, as you saw, and suddenly find ourselves in this very tranquil, beautiful little walkway surrounded by trees, and this amazing stream, which I assume is spring-fed from the downs, just behind us here. And it is just rather gorgeous, isn't it? And of course the bird song is nice, although there's a tractor rolling the ground, I think, on the other side of the fence in front of us, getting ready for spring. But this is, it's a beautiful, look at the size of this tree here, this oak tree.
Oak.
Absolutely amazing, just behind us here. And more elder coming into leaf, look at that. We're just weaving around Clayton now.
Yeah, admiring all the amazing little old properties.
Absolutely beautiful.
Stunning.
And oh my goodness,
this is like a house made of chocolate or something.
Let me just turn the camera around so we can see it.
Tiles have melted.
Yeah, the roof does look like it has melted down. Let me move out of the way so you can see. And that's what the old coach house, it says there.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. So we're just going to stroll round now towards the end of our little journey, and we should end up at Clayton Church. I'm going to have to come back on another occasion to explore the church and properly, because we're running out of time in this video. But yeah.
Oh, stunning. Look at this beautiful flint building here.
Isn't it amazing?
Jaw-dropping.
Absolutely gorgeous. Never been here before, never walked around this bit.
No, glad you brought me along today.
Yeah. Well, we've made it now to Clayton Church. What a beautiful, lovely looking church. Quite a stubby little thing, and then you can see the chancel was obviously added on afterwards. And it's right at the foot of the downs. It looks great.
It's amazing, isn't it? Very compact, but
yeah,
nonetheless lovely.
We'll come back another time, hopefully, and have a look at it. You can just about see the Jack and Jill windmills that look down on the church as well. It's a fabulous spot. But we've enjoyed our walk, haven't we? It's been a much more enjoyable walk than I originally imagined. Thanks to Dave for setting us off, even though we veered off the Cinder track. But it's been good.
I've absolutely and thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been real soul food.
Yes, soul food.
Been like, oh look at that! Oh look at that!
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe. Become a patron, support what we do. Give us a thumbs up, all the usual.
All the usual.
I will see you out and about. It's great to have Julia back on the channel after all this silly lockdown nonsense. And hopefully we can keep doing more of those. Till next time, bye for now. Bye-bye.